Welcome to the Black and Gold Today, brought to you by Cadillac in New Orleans. I'm Jim Derry. It has been a rough start to the season for the New Orleans Saints so far. However, the news was a little brighter for the Black and Gold on Wednesday afternoon, as quarterback Drew Brees said, quote, "However I can make it happen, he intends to play on Sunday at the Carolina Panthers."
Guys battle with stuff every season. Every guy has something, sometimes more than a few things at varying degrees, and it's hard to be specific about everything because there's times where you don't know exactly what it is, and you kind of don't want to know. you just want to find a way to play through it, and so you do what you have to do to manage it. And so I think mentally I just tell myself that I'm going to play, and however I can make that happen, I need to make it happen, obviously within the rules. And so there's, I don't want to give myself an excuse.
Let's bring in NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune sports columnist Jeff Duncan, to discuss today's events. So, Dunk, were you convinced?
Yeah, JD, I tell you, anybody that knows Drew Brees knows that he's the ultimate competitor, and if there's any way he can be on that field on Sunday, he's going to do it. Anybody that read his book about his recovery from his shoulder injury, I mean, he talked at length about his commitment to fighting through injury, and I don't think there's any doubt that if he can go Sunday, he's going to be out there. He is without a doubt, the most competitive player I've ever covered in my career, and the key is going to be not whether he's under center or not. It's going to be how effective he can be when he is out there, because we all know that Sunday, if we watch that second half, I mean, he was competing as hard as ever, but his right shoulder wasn't letting him make some of the throws he wanted to make. And so I think that's going to be the key is for the Saints' fortunes on Sunday is can they win with Drew Brees at less than 100%?
Well, Center Max Unger said the team was preparing, quote, assuming he's going to play. So let's hear what left tackle Zach Strief had to say this afternoon.
And look, it's your biggest fear as a lineman, especially with a guy like that, is letting him down. And I wouldn't be telling anybody anything new or secretive if I told you it was me, So yeah, I said sorry, and of course, he handled it the way you'd expect, and he said, "Not you. I could have done this. I could have done that," because it's how he is. But you're letting your guy down, letting your team down, and that's disappointing.
Dunk, strong words from Zach Strief. He says he's sorry. I guess we'll find out a lot about the O-line this week, and if they can't play better with an injured superstar behind them, when will they play any better?
Yeah, I tell you, Jim, that's pure Zach Strief. I mean, he's a stand-up guy, very accountable, a true pro, and he's right. I mean, that's what he's paid to do, is to protect Drew Brees. It's the number one priority in Sean Payton's offense, not only for the offensive line, but for the tight end and the running back position. They've got to keep number 9 clean. They didn't do it, and I'm sure Zach Strief feels worse than anybody about it. As a matter of fact, if you watch the replay of that play where he got hurt, you can see Zach Strief's body language. I mean, it really bothered him immediately that his quarterback was down. So I expect him to really rebound this week and play a very good game against Carolina.
Well, I guess we'll find out Sunday.
Yeah,
Thanks.
It should be a great game, and these games always are tight, so we'll see how it goes Sunday.
Thanks, Dunk.
Anytime, JD.
We'll be right back with today's Extra Point right after this.
What's one of the nicest things that comes with your new Cadillac from Cadillac of New Orleans? 0% interest.
Get 0% interest on all new Cadillacs, now at Cadillac of New Orleans. New owners, new attitude, on Lime Street in Rye in Metairie.
Well, today's Extra Point is more of an extra base hit. In honor of the late, great New York Yankee great Yogi Berra, who passed away Tuesday at age 90, I wanted to share the one time I met him back about 35 years ago in the Superdome during a spring training game. He was a bench coach with the Yankees, and I went down to the dugout. I was the only one down there. He was the only one in the dugout, and I yelled, "Mr. Berra, Mr. Berra, Mr. Berra!" He ignored me. "Mr. Berra, Mr. Berra!" Finally, he turned around with that Brooklyn accent and said, "What, kid?" I said, "Will you please sign my glove?" He signed it and he said, "Anything to get you the hell out of here." And he handed it back to me, and, well, that was my moment with Yogi Berra. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.